these kinds of tragedies are going to continue unless we address the issue of building low barrier housing for people.
Just one day ago, an explosion at this temporary homeless camp killed a Winnipegger seeking shelter from the unrelenting cold. It's a stark reminder of the crisis going on parallel to the pandemic, and community groups are asking for action.
I'm worried about the whole camp because after yesterday's incident, it just dispersed, and I don't even know where everybody is. We're not even sure which of the members actually passed away.
The explosion claimed the life of one of the 8 people who call this Riverside setup home. Mitch Bourbonnier, a community outreach worker with Mama Bear Clan, says they visited this camp 2 to 3 times a week. He calls them wonderful, kind people, simply just trying to stay warm.
Accidentally, something went wrong in the production of trying to stay warm and get heat by any means necessary. There's going to be some unsafe methods of creating heat. And we saw the result of that.
An investigation into how the explosion happened is still ongoing, but it's believed to have been caused from aerosols igniting. Bourbonnier says camps are made up of people who can't find shelter, people who struggle with mental illness, and those who avoid shelters from fear of the pandemic or safety of their own lives.
But let's get more boots to the ground. Let's get more outreach people. Let's get people visiting those camps every day. Friendly visit every day. To get to know them and gain trust and earn that relationship so that we can, find a solution with them, to this crisis.
Along with more outreach is the need for low barrier housing, something End Homelessness Winnipeg ranked #1 in their unsheltered strategy report this summer. Mayor Brian Bowman was asked Wednesday what can be done for the city's most vulnerable aside from opening up a couple libraries to use as warming stations.
I have to be candid. To send a letter requesting an urgent meeting with the Premier of Manitoba to wait more than a week and to not even get a response from the Premier directly on something that is urgent. It's on this file. Unfortunately, he's been missing in action. And so we'll continue to have dialogue with the provincial ministers now that we've heard back from Minister Squires over a week later.
Among many other initiatives, just last week, Minister Squires announced close to $500,000 investment in a COVID isolation unit at the Main Street project, and leave it at that. Your research will demonstrate dozens of other examples where we're supporting those in need and vulnerable people within the city of Winnipeg.
And Homelessness Winnipeg CEO Lucille Bruce says political will is needed from all levels of government, and we can expect more tragedies if this isn't addressed soon. She says an architect has planned for up to 22 units of low barrier housing on the Thunderbird House property and wraparound services to support people in hopes that's the answer.
It's ready to go. We just need the funding to be able to do this. This tragedy now speaks to the need for that very model of housing.
In Winnipeg, Mike Albanese, City News.